Yeah.
The world is covered with water. Water doesn't dissipate. You know, that's what nature says. If evaporates, comes down, evaporates, comes down, always stays the same. So if there's a worldwide flood, water should still be hanging around somewhere. Do you think 70% of the earth being covered in water is a good clue that there was a worldwide flood?
Oh, whoa.
He makes a good point.
That's an excellent point, actually.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I mean, it's clue. I mean, I have a raging clue that possibly that's an excellent point. Maybe it is a realization that the existence of a clue of a flood.
Water. We can't live without it. Neither can dogs, frogs, cats, bats, rats, or gnats, or trees, or fleas, or bees. Nor can the horse, of course. We swim in it, we wash in it, we play in it, and for fish, they'll die if they don't stay in it. We clean with it and we cook in it. It's in our tea, our coffee, and our milk, in our tears, in our blood, and in our mouth. Water is the perfect combination of oxygen and hydrogen. Together, they make thirst-quenching and life-giving water. So, where did it all come from? The Smithsonian Magazine says, water is so vital to our survival, but strangely enough, we don't know the first thing about it. Literally the first. Where does water, a giver and taker of life on planet Earth, come from? Think about it.
There's no possible way in which they were able to fit every species of animals on Earth into that boat.
completely impossible to have two of every species on a boat.
It's impossible.
It does seem impossible.
When it comes to Noah and his ark, two relevant questions arise. How many animals did it carry, and how large was the ark? See if you can spot the repetition of a particular word that skeptics dislike. Of the birds after their kind, of animals after their kind, and of every creeping thing of the earth after its kind. Two of every kind will come to you to keep them alive. Genesis 6:20. That's right, it's the dreaded word kind, that archaic word that the dictionary defines as a class or group of individual objects, people, animals, etc., of the same nature or character, or classified together because they have traits in common. It's a despised word because it means that God didn't have to get today's approximately 6.5 million species to fit into the ark. It means Noah needed only one pair for the canine kind, from which would come all the species of dog, from the Chihuahua to the Great Dane, and one pair for the feline kind, from which would come the domesticated cat and the tiger, etc. So now we're talking just thousands of animals, not millions. And because these animals need not have been fully grown, averaging the size of a sheep, it becomes possible. Another consideration is the size of the ark. It wasn't a little rubber ducky bobbing boat portrayed in kids' cartoons. It was a massive three-level ship the size of 1.5 football fields. Another argument skeptics have against the worldwide flood is that there's not enough water on the earth to cover the highest mountains. They forget that mountains were not the height they are now, and that the earth and the sky store trillions of tons of water. The Bible says that the floodwaters came from both the sky and the earth. All the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. Genesis 7:11.